What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're talking about why you need to film point and shoot. So for the better part of 2 years now, I have been shooting casually with this film camera here, which is the Canon SureShot Max. If I can get it to focus for you all. So yeah, this camera I've been literally using for everything from BTS photos while on set, from family photos during the holidays, and this camera has even been my main driver while out on vacation. So this camera has definitely been a pleasure to shoot while just on leisure time, away from larger cameras like the 1DX or even the mirrorless camera, which we'll get into later. But also this camera too has definitely on occasions surprised me with the type of image quality it's able to produce in certain situations. So thus that leads us to today's video, and I'm here today to give you guys 3 reasons why I believe that you all need a film camera within your camera kit, whether you are a professional photographer or if you're just a casual shooter who doesn't want to shoot on their iPhone anymore. So the first reason why I believe we all need a film point and shoot, or a point and shoot in general, is the ease of use. This camera literally requires no knowledge of any type of photography settings, knowledge of composition, lighting, ISO, aperture, shutter speed, anything. You literally just point the camera in the direction where you want to shoot and literally click the shutter button. Like, there's been times where I haven't even used the viewfinder and I've literally just held the camera in the direction where I want to take the photo and literally just click. And that's just, again, just goes to show that using this camera literally requires no effort. Like, as long as you can click the shutter button, you can potentially get a good photo. And just for example, these 2 photos here that I shot recently during my cousin's wedding were literally taken just like that example was given. Like, I literally just held the camera up in the midst of the crowd and just snapped the photo. And then also while she was walking down the aisle, I literally just held the camera out, waited till she got right in front of the camera and kind of try to time it up and snap the photo. And for the most part, both of these photos came out great. Personally, the one of her coming down the aisle is way better than the one of her at the altar, in my opinion. But again, that just re-emphasizes the point that this camera literally takes no effort to be able to use and to also get good quality images. Now that leads us to our second point, which is convenience. Now, when I talk about this camera being convenient, I'm specifically talking about the form factor. So when comparing this camera here, this point and shoot, to something like a mirrorless camera that is also a starter camera, you can definitely already see the difference in size comparison, or even something larger like the Canon 1DX Mark II, which is a pro body camera. The difference in size definitely makes a big difference when carrying this camera around, just on leisure, whether you're on strolls in the park with you and your family, or if you're pulling this out during Christmas for the holidays. The form factor for this camera here allows for you to be able to take it anywhere and everywhere that you're willing to carry it around. Like, literally, this camera either literally lives within my pocket, whether it is this jean jacket pocket, or King's definitely held it in her clutch or her purse while we're out, either at dinner or on our way to some type of event with other friends throughout the city here in Atlanta. So that brings us to our third and final point, which is creativity. So this point here ironically only applies 100% to film point and shoot cameras, and that's because that when you're actually shooting film, there are a number of film stocks, film speeds, and film brands that offer you unique characteristics when it comes to actually shooting film, whether that's specific colors or specific tints or specific halation and other special effects such as that. And potentially, when you are shooting film, the creative possibilities that you're able to manipulate and use are potentially endless. Like, I've been shooting film for 2 years, going on 3 years now, and I'm just not learning and finding out the type of film stock that I like. And there also are a number of film stocks that I want to try and I haven't even had the chance to try because I've been trying others or trying to figure out exactly what type of film photography that I like and appreciate. And for me personally, when it comes to finding out my type of creativity that I want to shoot with when it comes to film photos, me personally, I love Portrait 400. Like, I think 400 is a good ISO speed for both nighttime photography and also daytime photography. So for the most part, if I'm indoors or if it's late at night, I simply just turn on the flash and the camera does well. And if I'm actually out, you know, midday bright in the sun, like that 400 ISO isn't too bright or makes the film too sensitive to light to where, you know, it's kind of blown out. Or if it is, because Portrait 400 is so forgiving with its colors and information that it collects, you're able to dial back the certain parts of the image to get a nice, beautiful image in comparison to some other film stocks and speeds that necessarily aren't so forgiving. So again, the creative possibilities that you have when shooting film is definitely a benefit and a plus, because you have so many options, so many different creative characteristics you're able to test out and try and see what you like and you don't like. So that is it. Those are my 3 tips and my 3 reasons why I believe we all need a film point and shoot camera within our camera kit. And if this video was enjoyable for you in any type of way, please make sure to hit that like button. And if you aren't already, please consider subscribing to the channel with post notifications on so you're notified when these videos and other tutorials, vlogs, journals, documentary shorts, or whatever the case may be goes live here on the channel. But until next time, peace.